The Truth Man here. So this is the last video. We went hard today, y'all. Pause. But I need to talk about this misconception, just pure foolishness, where these older women try to guilt trip older guys for liking younger women. Say they just using you for your money, when they even worse with that than them. And the craziest thing about it is compare the costs that an older guy is going to spend getting divorced or paying all these bills for an older woman who a lot of them just think you supposed to do that. Like you supposed to just go along with their slick mouths, their bad behavior, the secret sluttiness, what I call it. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about that. And just ride off in the sunset and just waste your life away dealing with them. Like they really love you. Let me tell you something. Recreational use only, man. Them older women don't love you and them younger ones don't either. And you can find out, stop doing what you're doing. It's easy for a person to like you when you're doing stuff for them. But we hear the stories all the time. Well, he wasn't my type. Well, I wasn't into him like that. What got you into him? Him doing stuff for you? Right. It's the same, man. It's the same. And guys, it's like a bunch of content creators saying this. Who gonna love you for you? None of them. Not the young ones or the old. Well, I can't say none. I can say very few. Young or old. Women use men. Most of them don't. They scared to be by themselves. They scared of rats, scared of everything. They use men. And a lot of them, once their sons grow up and start working, it'll come out and you'll see it. Like they'll start acting different, talking to you different. As soon as them sons start working. The ones that don't want to work, you just want somebody to do everything for them, it's gonna show. If any dude with money or them sons grow up and start working, or both, you gonna see that they was never into you like that. And they'll just slowly phase you out while trying to act like they're innocent. This the stuff that's going on, man. This what's going on. I don't want to hear nothing else about these young women using you for money. These old women do that too. They'll be having emotional affairs, talking to other dudes when he at work or he wherever he at, texting other dudes, but they'll be living in a house that he's paying for. They'll be sucking other dudes off, doing sex with other dudes while still under the roof with him. And y'all want to talk about these young women? They both do it. These older women are even worse. Because some of them, they ain't gonna do nothing but talk slick. A lot of them will stop cleaning, and if they still clean, they'll be nagging you. They wasn't nagging you when they was young. They were doing the same thing, but they wasn't nagging you back then. See? I say it's the same. I say the chances of you finding love is the same with young women and old women alike. Very unlikely. So, it's very unlikely, man. So it's recreational use only. And just do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna deal with both. But I ain't gonna have no preference towards neither. And be careful with these women too, man. They'll lie to you. They'll lie on you, get you locked up. Just the way it is. It's the way it is. In the U.S. and that passport stuff is garbage. I'm going to tell you. Now, they'll act nicer to you over there, I believe, because some of them be over here. They be doing that stuff over here when they first get here, before they Americanize. We got some in this area. Fresh across the ocean. I want to catch him. I want to see him in 2 years. You be like, man, I can see what they saying about the Philippines. Then you see that same person 2 years from now, they be acting different, be acting like all the rest. There's no remedy. It's all in how they want to behave. You might get somewhere in one to say, I'm going to act right forever. But if they got any fakeness within them, any secret sluttiness or any of this other stuff, secret sluttiness, by the way, let me, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, but in case you don't catch it, let me tell you what it is. It's when they a slut in their mind, but they haven't began to be one in their life yet. Like if in their mind they want to get choked, raped, trains ran on them, they want to mess with all type of dudes. They're secret slut. Secret sluttiness is hurting relationships because eventually they're not going to be able to hide it no more. But we going to get into that tomorrow, y'all. So all this talk, man, oh man, they're using you for money. And it'll be somebody saying that's what they do. They can't stand you, but they still under the same roof. Why you think you fight with them all the time? You think you arguing with her all the time because she love you? No, you arguing with her all the time because she don't. That ain't how love is. A loving woman is going to stand down. She going to respect your manhood. She going to contribute to your peace. She not going to sit there and argue with you, nag all the time. Y'all got issues. She trying to sweep it under the rug. That's what people who don't love you do. But hopefully, if we keep making these videos, y'all gonna see the light of the truth. First of all, anything dealing with your manhood, either they agreeing with you or they shutting the hell up or both. I don't have to explain nothing to you about my manhood and how I think. You either gonna get with it or you not. I don't care, or you this, you that. I don't care. You can say what you want about me. You either gonna get with it or you not. That's all, and that's how we all need to be towards them. Look, well, I gotta be the only one. You're not gonna be the only one. Well, I gotta be. Well, you can leave. Y'all adapting to them and they supposed to be adapted to us. Go read Genesis chapter 2. Matter of fact, read Genesis chapter 2 through chapter 6 and tell me I'm wrong. Where did Adam go wrong? Adam gave Eve a say that God didn't give her. He's supposed to tell her, look, we can't eat from them trees. Now, if you want to, you can go on over there and I'll see if he'll create me another woman. Now, I give him another rib. Don't chase them, replace them. F you talking about? Me getting older and these chicks getting older is not the same thing. That's why they be having them crystals and they be witchcraft, because they know it ain't. They trying to slow you down. These women don't want good for us, man. They be literally doing witchcraft and trying to believe bad upon you. Like I told her, I said, you the first woman I ever seen that tried to speak some bad and wish some bad on me. And I was cheating, I was doing all kind of stuff. That's why recognize that I know what I'm talking about. I ain't trying to hear that, man. These older women is not better than these young women, especially not physically. Maybe a couple of them giving them some comp, but maybe more than a couple. But mentally, they both, it's just a slight differences. Physically, it's a lot of different. These women will talk crazy to you and be practically worn down by 7 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock at night, I'm just getting started. Now, sometimes if I've been out all day, of course, I'm older, I'm going to get sleepy. I'm going to get tired. But a lot of days, 7 o'clock, I'm just getting started. 11 o'clock, I still be going. It be stuff I be wanting to watch. Now, some people say, well, it's unproductive to stay up late. But I say, it's fun, though. Dude, listen, man. And I heard a content creator. I understood what he was saying. But the other side to this is, and this is one of the ones I actually like and I be watching. The other side to this is them older women don't either. They don't love us for us. Most of these women don't love men at all. They use them. They use them and try to control them. It's like we having the same problem that they had in the Garden of Eden. A woman that's not doing her job, that want a say that God didn't even give her. That's the majority, young and old. But your chances is better. Actually, your chances are better with a puppy. Like even with dogs. Okay, let me say it like this. Is you gonna go buy an old dog and try to train it, crate it, housebreak it? No. You're gonna get a puppy. So when that puppy gets older, that puppy already know how you do things. You can't do that with an older dog. That older dog gonna try to do what they want to do. It's the same with women, man. And I told you, I know how to train dogs. I know a lot about dogs. And part of that's helping me with this, because I'm telling you, a puppy, once they learn how to move around and do things, they think they know everything. So you still got to straighten them out. You got to know how to deal with it. Whereas an old dog, they going to come in like, yeah, I already been there. Yeah, I already been to the park a million times. Yeah, notice how a puppy acts at the park and how an old dog acts at the park. It's a big difference. Big difference. So stop acting like these older women love, man. They don't. Now, it might be a couple of them that they learn from their mistakes. But what's the chances that you're going to get one of them? And then I've been hearing people talking about dominating. Look, Any woman you can't dominate, you got to get rid of them. They say, well, you ain't gonna be able to dominate any of them. Okay, well, I don't need to be with any of them then. We not on the same level. Our strength ain't the same. Our protection ain't the same. Our energy ain't the same. So what I look like letting you, because I want to have sex with you, try to dominate me. They'll be trying to dominate you and trying to dominate you mentally, and they scared of every damn thing. Like, and when you hip to it, it'll make you mad almost. Like, you'll be like, you? Yeah, no. It's almost like you be wanting them to see how it really get down out here. Like, how is a woman that ain't never been around these dudes think that she gonna run and regulate them with sex? Like, most dudes, they not gonna have sex with just one. They not. If only way they will is if they can't get women. That's why monogamy is for simps, because a lot of times you gotta simp. Like, I had to become something totally different to pull off that not cheating stuff. Cause I couldn't, like, listen. Listen. You gotta be a type of dude that can't even get women to be monogamous. Cause if women like you trust me, man, all it's gonna take is for her to start being disrespectful or something. And that chick that's into you, remember I told y'all how they look at you like, when you talking to, this is what you do. Next time you go out on a date, I want you to keep looking in her eyes. And I'm finna show you in closing. When they not into you, like, it's gonna be a thing where they look at you. You'd be like, I hear you. They're not into you. Yeah. So what do you think about this? No, look, I've been meaning to ask you. A lot of times that's when they care. That's when they into you. When they always talking, giving their viewpoint, those are the weakest women. I'm telling you. They'll mess with anybody. They're gonna get ran through. Like if let's say you get divorced, right? And tell me I'm wrong. Y'all gotta start coming in the comments, vouch if I'm right. You divorced a woman, right? That was always talking. And she messed with another dude real fast, didn't she? Cause they weak. They weak-minded. Most of the women who think they strong-minded is weak. And most of the women who think they weak-minded is actually a little stronger. The one that think they strong-minded, them be the weakest one. And they gonna get broke down when they see that stuff that they thought they was gonna get away with don't work. All that Sheba 7 stuff. A dude can buy some coochie. What you talking about? He can pay $300, $400 instead of buying you a bag, $10,000. And that one for $300 is probably way better than yours. Yours probably trash anyways. Get out of here, man. And you say, well, I'm tight though. Just cause your stuff tight don't mean it ain't trash. And just because somebody else's stuff is loose don't mean it's trash. Most of it's gonna be trash. A lot of that hot dog down the hallway, that's gonna be trash. But every now and then you got one that know how to maneuver. Don't buy into that, man. They similar and most of them the same, young and old. Me, like I say, I'm going to go for both, and I'm going to have the same standard for both. Like, look, I don't need you. I want you. I'm not green. My hat is green. Look, I'm very seasoned. I've always been seasoned. I just was being nice to people because they was being nice to me. Then I asked about me. But don't buy into that, man. These older women is not better off for you. And these young women, they not all bad. Like some of these older women are sluttier than the younger women. And some of the younger women are sluttier than the older women. It just, look, man, XX is XX. Modern women is modern women. Whether you in the US or the Brazil, the Philippines, Dominican Republic, where else these dudes be going? Colombia, and definitely down there. Come on, man. I told y'all about what was going down in Milwaukee when them Colombian dudes was coming over here. I've been to Colombia. Got to be dangerous how they was when they was coming over here. It's the same, man. It's like, it's gambling. It's gambling on humans. You might win, but you more than likely to lose.